magnetized, all weapon options, and it's taken ages. The models themselves off its tripod and just show you where I'm up to, what's on the workbench, and maybe what's coming next. So I should be back in just a moment. Okay, we're back. It's going to be a little bit shaky because it's a handheld camera now, it's not on tripod, but you're looking at 10 rather tasty little Wraith Guard. Well, not so little when you compare it to the other models, but not as big as the Wraith Knight and the Wraith Lord, but still nice models. And so you can see here where all the close combat weapons and arms, I've just finished undercoating them. Up at the back, the CC, that's how one minus its head, the head's in the corner there. But the heads are magnetised, and if I move across, and say on that little metal tower at the back, that's all the ranged weapon options and arms, and so I'm still in the process of undercoating them. But you can see there, that's all the 4 different weapon options, all magnetised. They can be switched to whatever variant. The other thing that I've got, if I move across, is, there we go, there's Harlequins. They're not the brand new Harlequins, I've had these a while, but I thought about time I actually build them and put them on bases and undercoat, and I think they're going to be a challenging project to get all the tiny diamond patterns all over, so that might take a while. I'm kind of a bit put off by it at the moment, the thought of having to do all them, but we'll get round to them. So I quite fancy getting some more, maybe the new Harlequins to go with them, to make them just a bigger unit. Obviously get them in close combat and see where they go on the battlefield. The other thing, if I move across here, I've had, again for a while, another 3 jet bikes. Again, not the new ones, because I have had them a while, but I've got round to building them and undercoating them. One of the jet bikes I'm going to do in a different colour scheme, one for the autark. At the moment the autark's just on a standard kind of green jet bike with the vines down one side of the cowling, but I thought I'd do maybe one a bit different, just special for him. And then the rider off one of these can go on the other jet bike, just swap it out, paint it up as an autark's jet bike. And finally, what I've been undercoating is this fella. This is my second autark. So one of my sons got this for Father's Day for me, so I spent this morning just putting him together, just undercoating him now. I do have a Viper that I still need to build. That was another Father's Day gift, but I've not got round to that one yet, but I will do soon, and we'll get that there. And so you can see, just in the background there, I was having a go at building some Eldar terrain. It's not brilliant. I think we'll maybe do another one, but I actually made some templates out of hardboard and used them with the hot wire cutter that I made to cut that out of foam board. Now the foam board I've got is paper backed, it's 5mm thick, and I'm just struggling getting paper off. So I've managed to soak it and get the majority off, but there's still a layer of paper on there, and I want to be able to get it all off before I can get around to doing some more bits. So this is what we've been up to. That's how we're out in the shed. So we do all the undercoating and airbrushing out here. So that's the wraith guard, wraith blades, all of them are all built. Like I said, I've just got to finish undercoating. And if you're wondering what undercoat, just up there, let me zoom in a little bit, find the right button. It's Vallejo. There we go, we're zooming in now. So I've got some of that to use with the airbrush. I find it's nice. It's a bit thick for the airbrush to do on its own. I've not been thinning it down, so it has been clogging up quite often. But it's a nice, smooth primer. I did use Army Painter for a while, but it came out really chalky and bitty. So I don't like the Army Painter. Games Workshop undercoat's really good, but with the airbrush I wanted to utilise that, so we got some of the Vallejo white, and we've got black as well. So that's what I've been up to. So I'll just reposition slightly again, and we'll finish the video. So there you go. That's what Grawly's been up to recently. Lots of building. Currently doing all the undercoating, and then we shall crack on with some painting. On the paint station, I've not been doing an awful lot over the past few weeks, so we've been a little bit busy building models for one, but with other things, not hobby related, but the other things been keeping me busy with work and stuff. But I've got warp spiders on the go, and I've got a unit of howling banshees on the go, so I want to get them done and finished. So I think that's a few hours tonight. So Mrs. Grawly's going to go on her laptop and be doing some stuff later on, so I'll get the paint station out and sit with her, and I'll do some painting while she's busy on the laptop. The project after that I want to do is the Wraith Knight. I want to get that painted. I'll say it was bought almost a year and a half ago as an anniversary present. It took me a good few months to get around to actually building it because of the other stuff I had on the go, and it's been sat on my computer desk since about September, waiting for me to do something with paints. I did put a showcase up of the spirits here with the really kind of pale ethereal green. I had some kind of positive comments. It's like, look really nice and really kind of like ghostly like, but I wanted to get some paints for all the wraiths, the wraith guard, wraith blades, the wraith lord, and the wraith knight, that was slightly different from the rest of my Bieltan army. Every unit is a shade of green somewhere, but I wanted something different, so I've been out and got some of the new Games Workshop paints. I just need to decant them into the little. I've got some little dropper bottles where I can dilute them, thin them down, and I found a great recipe on a YouTube video for a thinner recipe. So maybe that's another video to say, did this recipe work? Did it not? Was it really good? It looks really good, and it looks and smells and reacts, from what I've seen so far, just like a commercial thinners, and it cost me pennies. So if I can find the video, I'll put the link below. I'm not sure if I can find it now. It'll be somewhere in my history, so I'll have to see if I can find that video for the thinners, so you can all kind of have a go yourself if you do use airbrush. And I want to kind of use these other greens, the Cabalite green, the Sybarite green, there's another shade of green. I think has a dark elder name. I can't recall off the top of my head. There's one of the new green washes. So I'm still on the old Thraka green for the wash that I've got. So I've got not the replacement for that, which is the Bieltan wash, Bieltan green wash. It's the other one. It's a slightly darker green wash. So I'm going to try these new greens with all my wraiths, just so the wraiths are almost a painted unit in themselves, almost like a formation, and we'll see what they turn out like. The other thing I've got as well, which I'm going to test, and I'll show you the video when I do it, is some stencils for the wraith heads. I wanted to do like a hex pattern on it, but I wanted to do it with the airbrush, and I was looking for stencils, airbrush stencils, and they were kind of like £6, £7, £8 per stencil, and I thought, just for a few wraith heads, that's a lot of money just to get a few. But what I did find is, and it harks back to Mrs. Grawlys with her nail art, tiny little stencils for your nails, which are about the right size for the wraith guard heads, in a little hex pattern. So I'll do another video showing you them and how that comes out. So a bit of content planned. Just depends on the timescales to how quickly I can kind of do all this stuff and get it videoed and get it uploaded. But that's probably going to be over the next few weeks, or like 2 or 3 months while I'm doing this stuff. So I'm probably about the same rate. I don't kind of do a video a day or a video a week. It's as and when I can do it, and it normally works out an average every couple of weeks. And I know that's why my subscriber base isn't kind of growing very well, because I'm not getting the content out there. I'm currently about 177, 178, or just under 180 subscribers. But I came across something the other day. I'm just wondering where to go and get it and show you what it is. That if I could get up to 250 subscribers, I've got something that I'm prepared to give away as a prize. I'll have to work out the logistics of everything. But hang on, one second. While I'm still here, I'm just off camera while I grab this thing. Oh, okay, here we go. So, what I thought is something a little bit different. Now, you know my channel's not all getting stuck. Not all Warhammer. It's craft stuff. It's a variety. Excuse me for burping. But what I've got is this. I'm no pilot. I've tried this. And I can't fly it, but if I can get to 250 subscribers, then potentially I'm willing to give this in some kind of competition to one of my subscribers. It charges off USB, and your remote control for it is a smartphone. You download an app, and the app becomes, or your phone becomes the controller for it. It's really funky. So it takes just a few minutes to charge up, and you get a few minutes flying time with it. You can fly this indoors. So it's only a tank. Obviously, the whole thing fits in this. But I consider that if my subscribers base starts growing, and if we get close to that 250. I'll decide what we're going to do, or what I'm going to do, to be able to decide which one of my subscribers gets a micro remote control helicopter. So, future videos coming. So, I shall leave it there for now. I promise I'll try and get content up, maybe a little bit more regular, but probably once a week. Once every couple of weeks for 1 or 2 videos, depending on time and everything else, and we'll see where we go with that. So I shall leave it there, and I shall send the love from Mrs. Grawley and me and the little Grawlys, and a slightly belated Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there. I was surprised today with a video of Mammoth, as well as obviously the other kids had kind of come around with cards and presents and whatnot. Well, I think that was just a little bit different from the eldest, from Mammoth, and if you get a chance, go and have a look at that, because it's not just me. It's aimed at, it would apply to a lot of dads, and it's just a sentiment. Anyway, I'm waffling on longer than I intended to now, so I shall close it there. But thank you to all the kids for appreciating their dads, and thank you to all my subscribers for sticking with me, those that 100 or just 180 of you. I'll try and get something a bit more interesting for you to watch, be 40k related, and I might throw the odd bit in and the wind's just blown the door closed. Spooky. Right, I shall leave it there. Love and light, and from Grawlys Lair, take care.